Yeah.
Okay, hi. Welcome to Just a Normal Podcast. Where today we will be looking at the 1998 masterpiece
97.
Face 90.
Start over! I have 6 lovebirds. Welcome back to the normal podcast.
Yes, welcome.
I'm John Travolta.
I'm
And-
Nicolas Cage.
I'm
Welcome.
also John Travolta, but the one from Gotti, the best version.
Oh,
He does a really bad Italian.
yeah.
Anyways, today we have a very special film, back from the 90s, which I don't think this movie would ever work in any other time period. I don't think if you pitched this movie any other time, I don't think it would work, which is why I believe it's very special. That's right, we are talking about the one and only Face Off.
That's why today we're joined by the one and only John Travolta.
And John Travolta.
And
Nice
Nicolas
Nicolas
Cage.
My daughter in movies.
Your daughter is in movies.
She is in movies.
I'm proud of
Saturday Night Fever. That's what he sounds like.
this. Okay. Anyways,
Okay.
so I think we should just start. Should we just start from the beginning and just go through the entire film together?
Sure.
I think so. Well, I mean, this is it's 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
I do forget it's like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Of just
Their
nonstop.
faces don't off until like 50 minutes in. It's just funny.
Yeah.
Spoilers!
God,
It's the plot of the. Okay, whatever.
I was like really like,
Going.
what do they mean by face off?
Face
Oh,
Oh!
that's what they mean by face off. Anyways, the movie
Face
starts
off.
with child murder, which is always a great start.
Honestly, the first 15 minutes of this movie
You gotta,
is the best
you gotta,
parts of this movie.
You gotta love Hollywood and like how they deal with fucking child murder.
Yeah.
It's always fantastic. It's great.
Yeah.
And this
So,
time they decided that a kid needs to be murdered by Freddie Mercury, Nicolas Cage. I think
Freddie Mercury.
I need that mustache more.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That mustache was it was perfect.
And then
Anyway,
we get a-
honestly, I feel like if I didn't know what was going on, I would think that John Travolta was a bad guy. Because you know what? Well, he's not. Okay, well, are we going to call him Sean or are we just going to call him John Travolta?
we can call him John. Oh wait, sorry. We can call him John Travolta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, wait.
Wait, no.
Sean, it was Sean.
We'll clarify. I think
Yeah,
right
once
now
we-
it's
once we
regular
get-
John Travolta.
Yeah.
Sean Archer.
Sean Archer.
Yeah,
Sean
Sean
Archer.
Archer.
Gets shot by Castor Troy.
Which are like the most stupid generic names in existence. They just threw a dart at a board. Castor
I-
Troy?
Honestly, I thought
He's a
that
brother?
Castor Troy was actually being a good guy because he was saving the child from this really creepy guy that might not be in the father. I don't know. Why was that the thing like they
they're
did
on a-
throughout
they're on
the
a
entire
castle.
film where they just like did the weird hand over the face just
Oh,
slowly
yeah.
going down, like why?
That was
You
weird.
know, I actually it's from John Woo, who by the way, like a couple of years before this, he made a movie called Hard Boiled, and it's actually amazing. Like he has a sense for like visual things, like the kid in the listening to the Rainbow song, and I don't know, the doves and the face thing. Like it's visually interesting. It's just so stupid.
Yeah.
Like it's just it feels like it was never like he just watched like Baywatch or like some stupid American movie, and then he just wanted to do something American,
Yeah.
and like this is what he came up with.
And God, I feel truly blessed
Okay.
every fucking day.
Yeah, so
And then after the
child is shot.
Child is shot.
Shot through his dad and shot in his whatever, he dies instantly pretty
It's a
much.
common thing that happens.
Blood
Yeah,
all
when you
over
get shot through your dad and die on a carousel.
blood all over the horse. The horse made a fucking noise, which I thought was beautiful as well. And then we cut down to the next part where fucking
6 years later.
Nick Cage sets a bomb for 264 hours. Like, why? Why? Isn't that like 4 weeks?
Don't forget his outfit, dude.
Oh yeah, how can I forget
When
that
he's dressed as the monk, or when he has like hexagon glasses? And like
No, when he's a
Uh,
monk. When he's a monk.
When
And then he
he's a
goes
monk,
up to like the girl who's singing in the
And he-
choir. and
who is
grabs her ass.
totally not underage at all. No,
Yeah,
she's
totally not underage.
definitely not a teenager at all. This is
Yeah.
this is the 90s. They would never do such a thing.
And he grabs her ass and he makes like, oh my god, what? He's like, this is the best ass I've ever touched.
There's no
I
reaction
don't
shot
think
for
that was
her
what was
either.
going through his head at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
What was going through his head was,
Yeah, he orgasmed as he touched her ass.
yes, the totally not teenager.
There was like no reaction shot from her. It was just like,
I don't know.
we never get to see how somebody feels when they're just straight up sexually assaulted. Oh yeah.
Also, I think
Because he's horny.
I want to like be able to do the dance he did. Just
Oh yeah.
that I feel like he invented that. I don't feel like anyone has ever done that before except him.
And
Yeah.
by the way, like they're beginning like many events what we're talking about, where it's like Nicolas Cage is almost a womanizer.
He
to some
is.
extent, but no, he's not. He's crazy. Like, in what world would you want to fuck Nicolas Cage in this context?
I mean, well, who wouldn't? Would you? Okay, okay. Imagine yourself as a woman, and Nicolas Cage goes up to you and asks if you could suck his tongue. What would you do?
I would say yes.
Yes,
I would.
because
I mean, he would probably point a gun
telling,
at me, honestly.
telling someone to suck your tongue is probably the most non-erotic thing I've ever heard in my fucking life.
What do you mean it's so hot?
Suck my tongue? Suck my tongue.
That's one of those lines where it feels like it was like translated wrong. Where
Is that
he-
like a? Is that like a thing? Is that
Suck my
like?
tongue.
Is that like an exotic like? Third world country thing to say. I don't know. I don't feel. I feel like that's like a cultural thing, and I'm just like being racist or something. Like I never
really
heard
know.
anyone ever say "suck my tongue."
No, I don't think that's a thing.
That better not be. I would be greatly disappointed. All right. Anyways,
So-
Go on.
so they
He,
go on the plane,
They're on a plane. He tells a lady to suck his tongue. She sucks
and
his
she
tongue.
does.
And then they're about to fly a plane, but then here comes the FBI with John Travolta, and they
And things
chase.
And things get pretty crazy.
Yeah,
And as the action gets more intense, the more fucking cuts we have. My God. Like the fucking when it actually got more tense, it just got to the point where there was like a cut every second,
Oh my
and it didn't
God.
look good either. It was just
There was
just-
one part
just
where,
nonstop.
like a scene later, he was in his office and he's just like contemplating
Oh, yeah.
something, and I saw
Yeah.
4 cuts.
yeah.
Him
I don't know
screaming.
why there's so many cuts.
There were 2 editors. Damn.
So they try to like chase him down. Then they try to they almost go head on head. They play a game of chicken. That was pretty epic. Except for the fact that once again it was just cutting back and forth to
Yeah.
everything. And then fucking okay. This is I'm gonna admit something. If I don't if we somehow can like frame just like animations, just like GIFs on our walls in the future, I want just a GIF of Nicolas Cage shooting the girl, having her fall out of the plane, and then the shrug. I want that.
Oh yeah.
I want that framed on my fucking wall, just
Hilarious.
to play nonstop.
Are you watching Face Off right now?
I was just playing a clip.
Wow.
I thought there was a sound effect, but it was just shooting and then her falling out of the plane. And
Don't mention
how much direction was needed for Nicolas
I don't-
Cage? Did he just show up?
He's just
He
like
shot cocaine.
I don't know. I feel like just Nick Cage just went up. He didn't even probably read the script because I think everything he just did was just improv. I don't think he's like. I don't think he said a single line in the script. I think he just did whatever. It was like, yep, cool.
yeah, that's the movie. Yeah. Do you want to mention how like John Travolta, like drives past the plane, gets out of the plane, hijacks a helicopter, uses the helicopter, flies next to the plane, shoots the plane's engines out, and then chases the plane into a hangar.
I also really love like how like people get shot. Like you can obviously tell like they're just being
Oh, the
pulled
dummy.
you can tell they're
Oh,
they're being pulled by a fucking string or rope.
Uh-huh.
So every time they get shot, they just like
They just
float in
fly,
the air.
yeah.
They just like ah. Like I'm pretty sure there was like one shot where you could like actually see like
Yeah. See, like Nick Cage takes like a shotgun and shoots like a cop coming towards him, and the cop goes like, "Oh!" and he flies like backwards into some boxes.
fucking, like, he pushes him near the fucking engine and he just goes flying.
Oh yeah.
Like that's not how it would go. He wouldn't just be like, oh, just like going
So dumb.
down.
I mean, you have to admit, like, how, like, just the shooting in this movie is just, it's out of, like, a video game or, like, a 13-year-old's head. And it's so fun.
It's just
Like, it's
it was just so it was so advanced, dude. This movie was so advanced. This movie probably invented 3D printing.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta realize that. They did with the fucking ear and shit. They invented 3D
Here in this
printing.
movie.
That
And it
was
looked
that
like
was real.
3D printing, yeah.
Okay, so they arrest Nick Cage.
They arrest
Wait,
Nick Cage.
I
They're
just
like,
want to say-
They
we
arrest
gotta panic. We gotta move quickly. This bomb's gonna blow up in 4 weeks. There's no time.
They arrest Nick Cage's brother, and then they think of this foolproof plan on
Which is, by the way, this is the first plan they think of. There's like no other plan. This is the
Dude,
first thing they bring up.
So I skipped this part of the movie because there was a lot of talking and I didn't care because it's mostly just John Travolta. It's John Travolta on screen and no Nick Cage. So,
Well,
please walk through this section of the movie, please.
so, well, they throw Nicolas Cage in this, like, robotic future, like, underground prison where he's, like, magnetically, like, glued to the floor.
Well, no,
Oh,
he's
no,
in a
sorry,
coma.
sorry.
Except they're not magnetically glued
I
to the
jumped
floor.
first.
Yeah, you jumped a lot before the title
I'm sorry.
sequence.
He's in a coma.
We haven't even we haven't taken their face off yet. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
sorry. I thought Nick Cage.
Come on! We're at the point where it's just like you gotta take your face off. He's like, no, I'm gonna interrogate, and then he interrogates, and then he almost fucking kills someone immediately. Like, why does he's like head of the fucking FBI?
Yeah.
And he has like a gun with him. He was just ready to shoot that person after he said, "Oh, how's your kid?"
I loved how they introduced the face-off thing too, because, you know, they showed it through all this computer nonsense and like 90's floppy disk, like.
And then when they get to
complete.
actually how they do it, it's just they just fucking make a line across his face, and they just pop it off, just
The genius doctor.
Yeah.
just pops it off. That's
So the
it.
contemplation part of the movie is where like the interrogation part comes in, where he's like, "No, wait, I'll interrogate people. I'll do this."
Oh yeah.
And like you said, he just fucking like throws people, and then after he's like, "I guess that didn't work."
I guess it didn't work. I guess I have to take my face off. Oh well.
There's this line where he's contemplating it, and he's like, "All right, so if I do this, I can't tell my family. I'm gonna like throw all that I have. I'm gonna probably maybe kill myself because this is crazy. Is that what you're telling me?" And they're like, "Yes."
Yeah.
And he's like, "I'll do it."
Like, okay, yeah, there was like no other for a fucking bomb that was planted for 264 hours. We have like no other options. But
Yeah.
take your fucking face off.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then they change their faces, which makes no sense because
It's
John,
only, like,
because they
5
just
minutes
change.
long.
Yeah, they change their faces. They don't change their
You only
brains.
gotta cut around the edge in the face. Just
Yeah,
pop it
so
off.
like John Travolta puts on Nicolas Cage's face, but he magically turns into Nicolas Cage's body as well. And, like his hair.
Long
Like, they
fingers.
just- wait, I never thought about that. They just take the face off and like everything has changed.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything about the brain, no nothing, just
Yeah,
face.
but like when Nick Cage comes, like when he's like doesn't have his face, he has like his normal body, and like he
Yeah.
just doesn't have the face.
Well, I mean, like they don't actually like change bodies; they just switch their faces.
Yeah, but like he
But
gets Nicolas Cage's body as well.
Well, because they said they'll trim down the body fat, which automatically changes everything about his body.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not believable. Like the minute Travolta gets up as Nicolas Cage, he brings up his hands and he has those long Nicolas Cage finger hands,
Yeah.
and like touches his face and is like, no.
Okay, so
They
like
explain the whole vocal part, but like it's stupid anyway. It's computer 90s.
we should try and clarify the characters now because we say Travolta and Nicolas Cage now. It's like two different characters.
Right.
Okay, so
yeah, we should
Travolta
probably
as
say their
Nicolas
names.
Cage and Nicolas Cage as Travolta. Can we just do that?
No, just say Sean Archer and Castor Troy.
Okay, all right, that's fair. Okay, all right.
Yeah, so like Nick Cage is now Sean Archer and John Travolta is now Castor Troy.
Well, we could just say their names, like Sean Archer and
Okay.
yeah.
Probably make it easier.
Because then you like know who it is.
Okay, so Castor Troy is a criminal. Sean Archer is the cop.
Yeah.
Now they're switched. Where now Sean Archer is in
It's
Castor.
like an hour into the movie now. Yeah.
Yeah,
An
Castor
hour.
Troy's body, and Sean Archer is in Castor Troy's. Wait, what? Sean Archer is in Castor Troy's body,
Just say-
and Castor Troy is in Sean Archer's body.
The character of Sean Archer is the yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Oh, there's that one shot where they show. Okay, so it's terribly edited because they show Nick Cage's face without his face.
Yeah.
Like they show it, they cut away, then they show it again.
Oh yeah.
But then they
Right.
show it in the reflection of someone's glasses. I'm like, wait, what?
I'm
Yeah.
guessing that it may have been too gory because of an R rating, or it just looked like shit, so they did that. Which I
But they
appreciate.
showed it like they
No, the
revealed it
ending
in
was
the
awful. Yeah.
they revealed
They
it in the
revealed it for
reflection of the
a split
glasses.
Yeah. They cut to it for a second, and they're like, all right, well,
No, they cut to it twice.
My God. Why do they leave like fucking one of the most wanted criminals alone in a
He's
room?
in a coma.
He's not in a coma though.
And when they took his face
there's not,
off,
like,
he
there's
woke
not
up from a
single
coma.
officer around. There's like nothing. There's no one. They just leave him.
Yeah,
in
it's
a room
completely
by
empty.
himself. And in the room right next to him, through a fucking window, you can see the face. Like seriously, that's it. Just nothing else. Just leave him there.
All right.
What could possibly go wrong?
Now this becomes like a prison break movie, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because.
wait. I just want to when
Uh-huh.
Nicolas Cage wakes up, he's in enormous pain, and he makes these sounds that are just amazing.
No, they're gorgeous. Don't play too.
Oh, are you playing them?
just
Oh my god.
Oh my God! This is why I'm like kind of like angry. The fact that like they have John Travolta playing silly and crazy, but they don't have Nick Cage playing so silly. Shut up!
Shut the fuck up!
God damn it! Why did they make John Travolta play silly and then they made Nick Cage like normal? Like,
I don't know.
it doesn't make sense. I wanted it to be the other way around.
The first 15 minutes of Nicolas Cage is like the best of the movie, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
I will say, well, because the thing is, then it becomes a prison break movie where Travolta is pretending to be Cage in the prison and is like pretending to be crazy.
Yeah.
So we still get that crazy.
Sean Archer is pretending to be Castor Troy in the prison.
Yeah.
So he's like trying to blend in. He's trying to get like his brother to like be like, oh, I'm Castor Troy. Dude.
I'm Castor Troy. I say my
His
name
name's
out
amazing
loud.
at the time.
Yeah, I make crazy face, so you think I am Castor Troy.
That's all you need to know. Also,
Yeah.
what's the point of the fucking magnet boots again?
No idea.
Because like they're like, oh, we'll have these magnet boots. It makes you hard to move around, and then like they just start
Kicking
fucking-
people with
they just like start jumping around, fucking kicking people. You can kill someone with those.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point? If you could just like do anything with them.
Yeah.
Again, it's like this whole movie is like the mind of a 13-year-old. It's like, what if they have magnet boots that like glue them to the floor?
But they don't actually are. They aren't glued to the floor. You can do whatever you want with them.
Yeah.
No, but it's magnet boots. In a future prison.
Yeah. In the meantime, at Castor Troy.
Meanwhile, Castor Troy's trying to.
Okay, so like
This is what I love about fucking Castor.
there's many layers to what he's doing. So
No,
first off, he's pretending to be Sean Archer. So he's like trying to stop like the plan he wants to blow up this building. But now that he's Sean Archer, he's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna blow up this building.
No,
I'm gonna save the day and take all the credit because I'm Sean Archer."
No, like I love fucking Castor Troy in this because he's not trying to like. He doesn't want to blow up the convention anymore. He doesn't want to do that. Instead, he decides, you know what? I'm gonna slowly ruin this man's fucking life.
He doesn't though.
Like the first thing we see him do, he goes to Sean Archer's daughter's room. And he's
Oh
like,
my
"You know
god,
what?
yeah.
He fucking moans. He like and he doesn't like for a fucking like top criminal, like I'm surprised he didn't just immediately just do it and just like I'm gonna fuck his daughter. I'm gonna fuck his daughter. No, he is so fucking slick that he's like, you know what? I'm gonna make the daughter want to fuck me.
That was the most uncomfortable scene of the whole
That was
movie.
so fucking uncomfortable.
Okay, and then
He
like
doesn't want to immediately ruin Sean's life by just raping everyone in his family. He wants to play the fucking slow game, make his daughter want to fuck him.
And then he fucks John Travolta's wife.
Yeah.
Which is like sexual assault, rape at the least. I mean, when you think about it, he's like, "Oh, honey, I'm your husband," and he's
No,
like,
but like
Do you think the wife would have been like, you know what?
your penis looks different.
Yeah, this. Like this is like later in the film when she's like, you know what? I need to get a blood sample just to see if you're really if this is really the bad guy. Like no. Okay, first of all, you can check the teeth. Second of all, you can check the dick.
Yeah.
Just check the dick. You're pretty sure unless Sean Archer's like life is so sad that they just only had sex in the dark, then I guess. But just check the dick.
maybe that's an offense. She hasn't
Check the dick.
Years.
She has never actually seen her husband's penis.
But I mean, that was a really fucked up scene. Am I like? And the whole like, I mean, what's so weird about it too is like you said, like he's improving Sean Archer's life.
Yeah, he's like
Making
the
everything-
best cop. Like his wife loves him again. His daughter is like
What the
helps.
fuck?
Yeah, but like he helps his daughter. But like he
Yeah, he helps her life.
He's like, here's this knife. This will totally not backfire later in the film.
like he saves her from getting raped by like her date too. So like
Yeah, which is the weirdest way to play it, because then it's. I mean,
Who really is the terrorist?
that's what the movie begs the question.
Who really is the bad guy? Who's really the person that killed almost thousands? It's not
And-
Castor Troy. No.
Also, like, I just love the fact that he tries to kill him earlier in the movie, the 1st scene, with that shitty little mustache. And it's like he just forgot about him until like now. He's like, "Oh, I was doing gang shit until I saw you again. I forgot I killed your kid."
Oops.
He's
yeah.
like the Joker, but if he sucks,
Oh
he
my
just
God.
doesn't care. So what happens next? I can't even.
Okay,
We've been bouncing around for a while.
Doesn't
I
want to
know.
blow up the convention. Sean Archer, is with the
The
I
brother.
guess the brother. No, like Castor. Was it Castor Troy's family? Was that what it was? Because there was another kid.
Oh,
And
that's
then he-
later
and
on.
then-
That's a lot later on. We're like,
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
yeah, we're so we're like.
Oh
when
wait!
they're
No,
both.
he escaped to prison. They say he's dead, and like
Yeah.
John Travolta tries to do like a terrible impression of Nick Cage, is just like nowhere to be found. It's like he fucking freaks out and shit. Give me the LAPD. The FBI is asking for the LAPD. Like, why can't they find the body?
Oh yeah, because you're like, oh, I want to talk about that scene when he escapes the prison, because there's like a very obvious moment where you're like, that's not Nicolas Cage, that's a stunt double. Because
I feel like that happens like 40 times.
Yeah, because this one is like the most like obvious, because Nicolas Cage in this movie has like almost no hair. Like his hair is like super thin, and
I don't
then like
know what you're talking about. There wasn't a single stunt double in that entire.
But this stunt double came like running on the roofs.
No.
He has like a full head of hair, and I'm like, excuse me.
If I had $1 for every slow motion shot in this movie,
I swear to God, I fucking loved the one when he was first walking up to the plane. Like, no, that's not actually him moving slow motion. That's just how Nicolas Cage walks towards people. He just moves really slow.
There's like moments where they use slow motion for like no reason. I remember like,
oh yeah, totally.
He like puts his hand on someone's shoulder and it's in slow motion.
Okay, so now as Nicolas Cage impersonating John Travolta, he defuses the bomb. That plot point is gone. Like he just ruined. You know that's now it's just like personal shit because their faces are swapped and the screenwriter people didn't really know what to do at this point. so now Sean Archer as Nicolas Cage gets a call from like a buddy or something. I don't know. He reconciles with like Nicolas Cage's friends.
Right. Okay.
Right. And then he goes to this giant warehouse with other criminals.
And they're like,
the penthouse.
We're gonna do bad things, and they all laugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like, what are you gonna do to him? I'm gonna take his face.
His face.
Oh. And they say it like,
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. Could you repeat that? Like, I'm gonna take his face. His face. Oh. And then everyone's like, okay, that sounds like a good title to a movie.
Off. This guy needs less drugs. It's so dumb.
And then there's a kid for some reason. And
Oh,
then
it's,
like, and then Sean Archer like suddenly like it's like, you know what, I gotta do the thing. Put the hand across the kid's face and just
He's like, this reminds me of my son that got killed. Whoa.
And then he starts crying and
they look like the same kid.
Really fucking
same
weird.
Exact kid.
Doesn't
it? I thought it was the same actor for a second.
Me too.
No.
They look very
They
similar.
have like the same hair.
They're similar, but that's
hair.
the point. They're supposed to look similar so that Sean Archer can act really creepy and totally not.
Yeah, he hugs the
It's
kid.
so weird. Like, you might as
Why
well
do they
just.
make?
Why
Why do they make kids that look the same? They're different people. How did I? Okay.
I'm still
do
like
they make
grossed.
kids?
I'm still like a
No.
bit grossed out of just like how he was acting. Like,
Yeah.
you might as well just say, oh, he was just acting sexually. Just the fact that it wasn't supposed to be sexual just makes it worse. Just the way he was acting, just like, Michael, what?
Yeah.
Like, that shit was just like,
And then
Okay, can we get to the gunfight now?
It's
Yeah, go ahead.
amazing. Okay.
Then we get to the gunfight, and obviously it's fantastic.
It's
One of the guy gets shot in the fucking neck, and he just kind of like walks around like, it's just like a mosquito bite or some shit. Then they like fucking like they like try to face off against each other, but then there's like a mirror
Get
on
it?
both
Oh
sides.
yeah, and they're like shooting
which
at
is
each.
probably the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
They're shooting at their own reflection. Oh
Wow.
my god, because
Wow.
they're their
Great
own
shot.
worst
Yeah,
enemy.
it's not gonna have to last
Oh.
that fucking long. The entire film, they're always like, "Oh, we gotta have these shots last for like years, so people understand the symbolism." Like, oh my god.
Yeah, and John Woo has a thing for just like kids in action scenes. In Hard Boiled, they're like the climax. A cop was like holding a baby, and like a hospital was like getting like burning down, and then here like a kid is just standing and it's like
Like
over the rainbow, and
yeah.
they're going off and like people are killing. Again, like a third.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
Which I mean, it was one of my favorite scenes just because of how over the top and like, yeah. It's just so stupid.
I think my favorite scene is when fucking I don't know, like just some old guy just goes up. He's like, the doing a bad job and everything. Castor Troy just stares at him, and the guy has a fucking heart attack.
No, he beats him up.
No, he doesn't beat him up yet. He gives him like a death stare.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
guy like has like a little slight heart attack, just like.
Yeah, he's touching his heart, and then he like beats him up, and he dies.
Like I'm Castor Troy, and just.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In the
Also,
shootout scene.
shout out to the one guy from the FBI who just has a fucking grenade launcher.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, why does he have a grenade launcher?
In the shootout scene, Castor Troy's brother dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I mean,
like,
that's it.
"Whoa."
He's like, "Ugh." Exactly.
He's like,
And then
oh,
he
I
was
forgot. Like, I forgot they were brothers. It's
So
terrible.
then a shit ton of people die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then Sean Archer, who is still Castor Troy, goes to his wife and he's like, "It's me, but not actually me. Don't look at
yeah.
me."
Don't look at me. Don't listen to my voice.
And then he sees a picture of his child again, and he does the thing where he puts the fucking hand over the fucking thing, and it's weird, and I'm like, why? And he just straight up punches the fucking thing. Like, you could just easily just take it out
Yeah, you
from the
break
back. Like,
frame.
no, you gotta make yourself look more suspicious by just punching the fucking thing and then
Wait,
removing
what
it.
does he punch?
The
He punches
frame.
the fucking frame for the
Yeah.
picture of his
Oh
child,
yeah.
and then he takes it.
Like, he tells his wife, "Oh, my blood type is O negative, and his blood type is AB. Go test his blood, and then you'll know."
And then, like, while he's asleep, she just pricks him.
Yeah.
No reaction, no nothing.
And then,
just-
in the middle of the night, she goes to the hospital, checks the blood, and then he's behind her waiting. He's like, "Oh, I told you. I told you the blood was different."
Where do I know her from? I swear to God, I've seen her before.
Oh, Pleasantville.
No. It was like a. It had Jason
Speak it out.
Statham in it.
What's her name?
The wife you're
no,
talking
the
about.
the wife.
Oh.
Joan Allen.
I think she was in.
Death Race.
Oh, God, Death Race, yes, fucking Death Race. I fucking love that. She says that one fucking line. What's the line? Oh God,
I've never seen
it was like
I
the
don't know
worst.
why I
It's the
did.
worst one-liner I've ever heard. It was like, oh my God, I have to remember. It was, oh my God. She's like, yeah, that's her. She's like, yeah, okay, cocksucker. Fuck with me and we'll see if shit's on the side.
James is broken.
Oh my God. It's like such a good line.
And she was also in Pleasantville, where I swear she had a good role. And then Face Off and Death Race.
I fucking love that line. What does it even mean?
They made like 5 of those Death Race movies, right?
What does that line even? It's so
Me?
good, but it doesn't make
It's
any
not
sense.
something.
I don't know what it fucking means. It's so... I fucking love Death Race. That's for another time though.
Where were we?
We're about them.
Oh, blood test.
Blood, and she's like, "Oh, it's AB."
Yes, you are a different person.
And just
Yeah, that was. They just needed some way to like reunite them, and they were like, "Oh, what about blood? Let's just take another 20 minutes to have her go do a blood test."
okay.
It's
And
like
then-
I don't even what happens. I don't even remember what happens.
I think
after
next
that.
is a
I
funeral,
I do
right?
want to go back.
Yeah, they go to like a funeral, and then John Travolta just. Oh wait, no. The only thing I remember is just the fucking
The
him
doves.
just walking. Yeah, walking with the fucking just doves just there,
Yes.
and then he does the fucking just the little pose, and then it's a quick flash to Jesus.
Oh yeah, there's like 2 of those.
Oh, it's so good. It's the
then
I
worst
they
just
have
want to
editing.
point out
Huh?
It's the
the,
worst editing. He even does like the little like he puts his little hands down and everything and head down too, and it looks so stupid because he's just like He's so fucking overweight and everything.
I can't even tell you what exactly brought them to the church because it was like there was
a funeral.
Fucking tie things together, and Sean Archer ended up killing the captain. I mean, sorry.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Pastor Troy did.
yeah.
And he karate chops him in the back of the neck,
Yes.
and the sound effect is the best thing I've ever heard.
Right. This is after he gave him the fucking.
Oh, are you gonna play it?
I'm Castor Troy, and then he just.
I'm realizing it's not going to come across that well over the shitty AirPod.
Yeah.
But yeah, which by the way, this got nominated for an Oscar for sound editing.
It didn't.
And like,
did it get one for like screenplay too?
No, thank God. No.
I swear it did.
So he karate chops him, we get slow motion falling. And there are like also guitar riffs in this movie just randomly placed. It's fucking awful. So yes, then they're at the church and the doves.
Yeah, they have this
shootout.
amazing standoff with Castor Troy, Sean Archer. His wife is in between them.
Standoffs are fucking, and she looks so bored out of her fucking mind.
And then like
She
the
looks-
other lady.
she just doesn't look like she cares.
Yeah.
Just
Can I just fucking shoot someone?
just fucking. I don't care.
The other
It's
lady
so-
comes in. She
Why
gives
is Hollywood like, if we add more to the standoff, it'll make it.
Yeah, there's like 6 people in this standoff.
It's too many. I don't care about most of them.
2 henchmen come in and they're part of the standoff too.
Whose funeral was it? We
Why
all
was-
watched this movie, and I can't.
What?
Whose funeral was it?
The captain that he killed.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Yeah.
No, I don't, because I.
The guy he karate chopped and punched him in the heart. So he
And of
died.
course, now that we're getting
Did
action
anybody
scenes
figure
again.
out that? Oh yeah. Oh wait, he was like, he had a heart attack. He wasn't totally
Yeah.
karate chop.
Well, he did when he gave him the death stare.
Oh, okay.
I'm
And
not
then
wrong.
we
He
get-
did like a fucking heart attack.
A giant shootout.
Yeah. And
Again.
it's fucking-
Again.
everything's cutting again.
In the middle of which his wife calls calls someone at the FBI. He's like, Wendy, I have something to tell you.
Also, the daughter's just there.
Yeah, she just comes in and she's
And,
like,
he just pushes her off the fucking stairs, and like seconds pass, and she's still falling down the stairs.
And then they have one of those moments where it's like the two of them, and they're in each other's faces.
Why is she even
No, shoot him.
hesitating?
No, shoot
How-
me. No,
Why
shoot
would she
him.
even hesitate? Like, what would like stop her?
I don't know.
Like, it doesn't make any. Like, there's no reason why she wouldn't just like immediately shoot the guy.
yeah.
He does have the criminal's face, but he sounds like.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Right?
There's like nothing. There's nothing for her to be like, oh, I can't decide. Like,
Well,
no,
because-
it's just shoot the bad guy. I have the father. That's it. There's
Yeah.
like nothing to it. What is the hesitation for? What's the point?
I mean, what's so weird about this movie too is that I feel like there are moments like that where like she's like contemplating. I mean, like this is how I interpreted it, but like she's contemplating how ridiculous. She's like, are their faces actually swapped? Because that's just so stupid. Like,
Because it
everybody's
is.
questioning it. Exactly. The wife is like, no, that's not possible. I need to do a blood test.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, okay, and so then she shoots her dad.
Yeah, you shoot your dad,
And then after
and then of course everything goes wrong, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Castor Troy licks the fucking
oh,
totally not underage girl again.
oh my
and
God.
then she stabs him with the knife he gave her.
Oh my god! And of course he makes the best scream. Everyone just screams perfectly in this film. Like every scream is just, it's just so good.
And then he starts running, and then Sean Archer
Somehow
starts...
somehow he gets away.
Yeah, and then
He
they
shoots down a bunch of policemen. whatever.
kills like a civilian, steals his boat.
And the civilian fucking flies, of course.
Yes.
Like he gets like shot a few times. He's like, ah!
And then Sean Archer steals a boat, and then they have the most amazing boat chase that I've ever seen.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's
Bam,
so good.
bam, bam. And the cops come and then they have a jet ski. It's like GTA.
Yeah, it is. It is exactly like GTA. It was.
and then they were like jumping on across water boats. And then
Nick Cage gets kicked off the boat. And then he holds onto it, and then water skis on the side of the boat, wearing a suit.
Somehow.
How did they do that? Because John Woo was probably like, and then he water skis with his feet, and then they're like, that's
Right,
not
like
possible.
you have to realize there was like a whole like discussion beforehand, like, and then he holds onto the boat and he skis with his
John,
shoes.
that can't happen. They like had a
Fuck
rig
you,
system
I'm
for that to
John
happen.
Woo. And then they're gonna go
Okay.
flying, and they're totally not gonna be stunt doubles. And we're gonna show the stunt double's face, which is something you don't fucking do.
Boat
But
flips.
they like, it was like so obvious.
There are like 17 cuts of them flying in the air.
Yeah. Then they fall on the ground. Everything's okay.
And then Sean Archer picks up a harpoon.
How the fuck?
Harpoon.
How the
But
fuck
then-
does Castor just stop it?
He
with his
grabs
hands?
the harpoon.
He grabs the harpoon with his bare hands and
Yeah.
stops it. Using John Travolta's fucking plump body to stop a harpoon.
Very plump.
How the fuck?
He grabs a harpoon. So dumb.
Oh my god! And of
Wait.
course, and then he eventually gets him, and he
Yeah.
fucking does the best scream again.
And then the cops show up, and they're like, Archer.
That
And
was
he's
a pretty cool face-off.
like, he's like, what did you call me? He's like, Archer, sir. And he's like,
And then we
Yay.
get a really good end. He fucking
also
comes.
forgot-
He comes home.
and
He's back to normal. They're like, oh, and he's like, I have kid. And the last line of the fucking okay. Just okay.
Wait. When do they say it doesn't, like, Dad, I'm sorry I shot you?
Oh, there's that scene, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, wait, what's playing?
The last fucking line of the movie is just okay. Like after he's like, this is our new son. I wasn't gonna tell you anyone, fucking, but here you go. And she's just, and the wife's just okay. And then they hug, and then credits roll.
Yep.
And my god, it's just such a, oh my god. It's just the most 90s film you can get. Because this film would not work anywhere else. You could not pitch this film any other time. Except for the 90s.
Yeah.
Hello?
What?
Hello? Oh, sorry, I just went out for a bit.
Okay.
You just ruined the entire podcast.
Yeah,
You gotta start over.
You know what?
No, we don't.
Gotta start over from the okay. Well, that was an experience.
And,
I
like,
feel
most-
like that is a movie that at least one person should see at least once in their life.
No.
It may,
I mean,
it may,
out of all, I mean, I guess so.
it may be 2 hours and 30 minutes, but
It's too long, honestly.
It's way too long.
I don't know. I just enjoyed for what it just gave me. It wasn't necessary, but man,
I love how it has a super high rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes for
It's
my.
certified fresh.
I don't care about Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes can die. Anyways, I think this is a good time to end the podcast.
Wanna say some final thoughts on this movie?
I mean, I will say it was.
Bring back the Freddie Mercury mustache. Nicolas Cage.
It's so long, but it doesn't. It like flies by. Like it's one of those movies that's so self-aware about how bad it is that I think it totally works.
Uh-huh.
And it's weird because it's not even like guilty pleasure like Fast and the Furious like cars crashing CGI. It's like a John Woo movie.
It's like actual like
It's the most
Family Matters.
American,
shit.
bizarre.
Yeah.
It's like so weird. Like,
I mean,
Like,
hey,
I mean, it's so it has the weirdest like good area for me that I can say that it's a good movie. Personally, but like it's just I don't know.
it's fun to look at.
That yeah.
It's fun to experience, but it's not like, whoa, have you seen Face Off? You should go watch Face Off. I just realized that we didn't state our real names in this podcast.
My name is John Travolta,
I am Nicolas Cage.
and I'm a Scientologist.
And I am Nicolas Cage. I'm also Spider-Man. Spider-Man Noir. Get my own movie because I'm Nicolas Cage.
I was Battlefield Earth and Battlefield Earth. And this is Scientology channel.
I'm Anaf.
No, I'm rich.
And hello, are you there, James?
I think so.
Oh, James is here. James is alive, and he's
I am
James.
It's me.
Yes.
Thank you for listening. For
However
I don't know
long
how
this-
to end this.
Yeah, this is like.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
3.5 out of 5.
Oh god. Oh god.